ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, nerdlings of all ages, welcome to game number 1 of tonight's PUBG EU Pro Scrims. It's been a hot minute, but I'm here. Welcome, everyone. My name is Jorisar. Let's hop into our first Miramar of the evening and take a look at what's going on. Again, bisecting the map. I say again because this is a remake for those of you who are watching the VOD. This is going to be pretty straightforward. 12 o'clock to 7 o'clock, give or take, but not skewed enough that the teams that normally drop towards the east of the map will have great difficulty getting to their loot spots. So we tend to be doing all right. Fingers crossed as well that all of the team logos and stuff are displaying correctly. I apologize in advance if it's not. I think, though, from what I've seen so far, it's looking all right. A couple of things to mention. Housekeeping as we get started. First of all, you will see a whole bunch of players just jumping out of the plane at the start of the flight path or at the end of the flight path and then drowning themselves, dying. And the reason they do that is because they are the coaches in the coach slots, okay? This is completely and utterly fine. They will then be using the rest of the game to spectate their players and maybe give them some advice or just watch what they're doing and see if they can improve. That's what coaches do, right? So we have got the 5th slot in these teams enabled for teams that want to bring their coach on board. On board now with BBL Esports. Yo, what's up? Grabbing a car nearby. I believe that was Bumble Team. It is indeed. Phase 1 is going to be centered in south of Chumacera, east of Valle del Mar. We have got Ascend in Valle del Mar, and it doesn't actually look like anyone is going to be contesting them anytime soon, so that's relatively straightforward. 2 teams are in Los Leones. That's right, Virtus Pro. They are back in PUBG. Look at that. We've got Scoom playing as well. Check this out. Coach and Wonder... God, I love Scoom to bits. And No Tag have got the south half of Los Leones. Again, nothing particularly disastrous there for anyone. In fact, everyone is relatively chilled out at the moment. And it doesn't look like there are going to be any early contests or anything like that, which is what we want, to be honest, in a competitive environment where we just want good practice. In an actual tournament, you might see a couple of the teams within a few points of each other, maybe in the latter stages of competition, drop a little closer to one another, maybe steal someone else's vehicle or something like that. These are fairly normal, but for these scrims, what these teams want is good, high-quality practice. So everyone knows where all the other teams drop. Generally speaking, people stay close to each other, but they don't really fight in Zone 1. They're not trying to rush into each other in Zone 1. They give each other a little bit of space as well. It's all very respectful overall. Now, Twisted Minds, relatively close by to Haiku. I should say Lou in particular, relatively close to Haiku. Does let them go by with minimal fuss. Griffiths, you can see he wasn't in the ground there. He was just on the bottom of the mountain. Early rotations now properly going in. Bumble squad still very much towards the middle of the circle in Chumacera. And we've got Virtus Pro. Take a look at the rotations here. This particular circle, it's not quite split in half north and south. Probably 60-40 playable area on the mainland. And this will result in what I like to call an accelerated circle. And what that means is, imagine the circle is right in the middle of the map. You've got loads and loads of opportunity for people to come in, you know, at all angles of the clock face. But here, realistically, unless someone does the craziest rotate on Miramar... Oh, God, where the hell did... What? Am I in the underworld? What even happened there? I just accidentally right-clicked. Never mind. I'll pretend that didn't happen. Unless someone does a really crazy rotate, generally speaking, you've only got about half of the circle to move in on. Crossberg from Bumble Squad is in trouble. Got caught out, unfortunately, with an entire squad moving into this... And the problem is they know someone's here as well. Look. There was plenty of time to get out. There we go. Fortunately, even with the Murado here, Crossberg did not leave in time, and as a result, Bumble Squad will get one member eliminated early on. We also have, that was Haiku and Para Gaming. Ascend team have decided to move into this compound. So the reason why this is called an accelerated circle, guys, is because basically we're playing off of 60% of the area a normal phase 1 might have been. And for that reason, phase 2 could end up being really quite quiet, because if phase 2 ends up being this, almost no team, and it's pretty chilled out. But phase 1 gets just that little bit more exciting as a result. Ascend team now have fully gotten into this double story, knowing that someone is next door, but not knowing how many and not knowing what team. They might know what team, I'm not 100% sure. Oh, well, they just saw someone there. Kill the guy. Realizing there is at least one on the ground floor. That's a fantastic crash. Oh, dear. And Kill Yakai there, unfortunately, almost getting in the way of Micah. Coming in. Gets him. And that is Laza and Global Army out. Mika with the repeat will get that second kill as well. That puts him up to 2 kills. Ascend team on a full 4. And relatively okay. But already some early game skirmishes. Virtus Pro are on the outskirts of where 2 members of Bumble Squad currently are. What on earth is Bumble Deep doing here? Oh, I think that's a IRL emergency AFK, I'll join you guys in a minute kind of play. Hopefully Deep ends up back with Tuster and Madzi. The Bumble Squad here, they've already got this compound. I'm pretty sure Lucarux already knows that they're there. But he wants a bit more information. He wants to know how many people are there. He wants to know if it's crashable. Nixie certainly spotted them. Let's see if we can get a bit of a better look at his squad. We can. He spotted Madzi. And I think at this point, early game, you generally go, okay, we actually need to move out from here. Arthur is in trouble. Ascender crashing in. Choosing to try and take them out from within the car, rather than get in the car and leave himself. Gets Mika for his efforts. And Ascend maybe needed to be a little bit tighter on that move out. I was wondering if they were going to engage, but you can see It's Chris still in a compound. Unfortunately, they were a little bit split, I would say. They could have moved into Arthur if they had the other 2 cars, like, right there, and they just move in, immediately get the knock and move out. Arthur, as a result, though, he'll get the knock, and importantly, still giving Ascend a fair bit of respect here. He's keeping close to the car, just in case Ascend go, you know what, we can actually crash in on here, because we never saw more than 1 person. Arthur has to be on edge now. Unless the rest of Virtus Pro move into him now, he should honestly consider moving out of this compound if he's just going to be holding it as a solo. Ah, Nixie's coming to join him. There we go. That's the answer. We were looking for something and we found it. Wondering why he wasn't moving, staying in that compound as a solo, even though he was surrounded by the other Ascend members. That is the reason. Venga, that is the highest elevation I've seen a Venga bus go in a very long time. We're on board now with Haiku, who have 1 kill from earlier. I believe it was a member of Para that Mogore took down. They're relatively chilled out on the high ground, the industrial part of Chumacera. In the residential compounds down below, we've got Twisted Minds. So remember, folks, this is still just phase 1. It's relatively relaxed. A bit more action than you would normally expect because we have this circle where everyone is trying to stay on the mainland. You can see, yes, technically you could go to prison or Partona, but as you guys can see, this 60% of phase 1 is where everybody wants to play. So it's ended up being effectively an accelerated game, a little bit more like phase 2 than phase 1. And if phase 2 goes north, things should start to normalize. FaZe Clan coming in, spotting a rotation. That's solo on the ground. Haven't seen anyone else just yet. This is really difficult, by the way. There's like so many shots, so many vehicles moving around. You see Twisted Minds down there. It's really not easy unless people are constantly shooting. They're on roofs and stuff like that. It's not as easy as it seems to try and just find stuff that's empty. And when you have this many teams in a phase 1 that's 60% of its size, it's not ideal. Here's Gustav. They're actually going for Mountaintop, Legacy, and the Venga buses up here. And on the other side, we've got Entropic. This is, I promise you guys, this is not where FaZe Clan wanted to end up. But you know what? They're not being shot at. They're safe for now. They're grouped up. And they know that someone's the other side of this hill. But they don't know anything else about who's on the other side. And that's what they need to scout out right now. Phase 2 has popped. And guys, look at this. It's gone north. Pretty much no team has to move. Well, no tag has to move. And that's actually about it. Stardust are opting to go along the west. Using a sandstorm as partial cover. I'm still not a big fan of those. But at least they don't do damage anymore. Stardust will be able to make his way out. Now, on this western road, if Fayers and Hakatori wanted to get a little bit more aggro, they could have shot at these guys from the roof. Hakatori might be getting some visitors, actually. This might not be quite so quiet as I thought it could be for Na'Vi. They're still thinking about it. It's far closer. Nail Cop spots Hakatori. Now, does Nail Cop's call tell the rest of the team to back off? He does. Okay, that's important. Nail Cop has spotted Hakatori and says, don't actually rush in there. Don't worry about it. In the meantime, we've got 2 members of Virtus Pro. 2 out of 3. Where's Nixie at? Nixie. Oh. Oh, no. Oh, I thought he'd be back by now. That's not good. Okay, Virtus Pro playing as a duo. That's super unfortunate. They're holding off Foot Esports to the south. Ascent don't look like they're about to push in anytime soon. Twisted Minds are in now. And they, in relative close touching distance to BBL Esports. It's only Iroh and Schiller who are in here. But Schiller gets knocked straight away. That's a beautiful knock with the Mark 12, courtesy of Example. Yo, what's up? Where are you? Oh, goodness, you're all the way back there. This could be problematic. Very, very problematic indeed. Twisted Minds are indeed moving in. And these guys are going to be able to tell their teammates as well. Iroh and Schiller are getting told by their teammates right now that there are 2 people pushing in. And they know it's Twisted Minds as well from the kill feed, from the knock. So this is relatively serious for BBL. They're basically saying this is a 2v2. Are the rest of the squad going to bunch up and have all 4 of them here? Or are Twisted Minds going to get here first? If Twisted Minds get here first, and they are, this could be problematic. That's Iroh knocked. They know that there's 1 more player left in this compound. And the whole of Twisted Minds is here now. Schiller has to be thinking about escape. Twisted Minds moving in incredibly quickly. Lou and Example on board with Lou. Catches Schiller. Immediately goes back inside knowing that the rest of the team might actually be close. And he was correct. Here they come. Can't come back down. The second player is a little bit to the left. Yo, what's up? Comes back in. Beautifully held there by Example. And that is BBL Esports eliminated Twisted Minds with a fairly clean squad wipe there. Doing an excellent job. So they've made their presence known, and this compound is very much theirs. Who else have... I mean, there's a lot of shots going on, but who else is about to run into each other? The battle teams who are the same color in-game, frustratingly. We've got Neotag and Haiku, both with a pure black background in-game, are about to move closer together, as is PUBG custom, by the looks of things. Hopefully not right on top. We have so many examples, unfortunately, of similar colored teams. Do you remember before when we had, like, oh god, what was it? it was Na'Vi and like 3 other teams who were yellow in color all around the southern, like Milta, Farm, Ferry Pier, sort of around Erangel. God, that was a nightmare to cast sometimes, wasn't it? Although, speaking of teams in yellow, Bumbledeep and Madsy are the only 2 teams left. It looks like Amarado's gone walkies. And unfortunately, as it goes walkies, they are seriously struggling to do very much at all. Nixie's back! Nixie's back, but what on earth has he gotten himself into? Ah, I want to get out of here. I don't blame you for it at all. It's actually FaZe Clan doing a lot of this damage from up above. James, Gustav, Kurexi, and 1, 2, 5, 2, 3, 4, 2, 4, 1, 3, 1, 3, 1. Who we will insist on calling 125. They're doing a very good job of keeping Bumble Squad subdued. They haven't needed to go completely all out, and I don't think he was expecting anyone to at all. I'm not gonna lie, it's not exactly representative of an esports situation where halfway through phase 3, there's someone literally going prone inside a random shack in the middle of nowhere. I don't think that was Nixie's fault. I think he had some PC issues or some IRL stuff. That is really unfortunate for them, though. Solo not enjoying this at the moment as they try and rotate in under the watchful eye of Na'Vi. Scooby wants... I don't think... Is Scooby going to be able to get anything on... No, Hicks is basically in the open. They've kind of given up on this now. Not even trying to crawl to safety. And you can see how much Phase 4 is tanking. It's just not worth it. Better for Solo to go as the 3-man, which is unfortunate because now that they know that BetBoom team have backed off, there might have been an opportunity to pick him up or res him and then bandage at the end of Phase 3. Not anymore, though. Hindsight is 20/20, as they always say. And Tropic are in an interesting position. They haven't moved too far from where things were earlier, but they are trying to play Mountain Goat at the moment against Legacy, who are up top here. I feel like Ribbon here, quite simply, has a very desirable position compared to Entropic. And Entropic have to move into circle. Oh! Not only do they have to move into circle, it looks like Stardust are moving into them. I beg your pardon. Let's take a look at what's going on here. So they're playing the verticality against Legacy, but they've got Stardust on their low ground. Esprit, Netabay, and... Oh, that is disgusting. I said Grendis, not someone else. Grendis with the org there, managing to find control. Esqui still hugging the cliff. Grendis doesn't really want to hop down. You want the option, of course, to move away at any time. And that's going to keep both of these teams kind of stuck here, which is advantage Legacy. Legacy's going to hear all of this fight. Please stop going to Haiku. I mean, I will want to go to Haiku, just later. Legacy have so much info from the rest of these teams fighting. Now, okay, let's take a look. Let's take a look. No tag team. Still all 4 alive. Only 1 kill between them. The Haiku has been suffering at the hands of everybody else. Navi against BetBoom team. This is going to be ouch. These stairs are made unbelievably well, by the way. Hakatori with a beautiful nade onto Filford. Uh-oh, this booster nade could be problematic. Immediately vaulting out the window. Needs to get out of there. So said not going to be enjoying life there. That is for sure. Phil First has knocked the rest of the squad. Well, I say him managed to escape. Doozy, unfortunately, is very much not as he was attempting to escape. Yestoloch now, the one and only. He's done 3 meetings like this before. Down to the side instead. Solo's helping him out. Solo's killed too. Yestoloch is thinking, hang on a second, maybe we can work this to our advantage. And all of a sudden, not finishing the fight super quick, is coming back to bite Na'Vi. Fair is down. Hakatori, the only player left. This is ridiculous. Finally finds Yestoloch. Molotov gets him. That could be it. Is this it? It is. Hakatori finds him with the last tick of that Molotov. But Na'Vi are 1 player left standing. Solo with an extremely opportunistic push. You know what? It's worked. Reliance is not, should be able to get revived. They'll be coming back up as a 3-man. And they got 2 kills for it. They have a slightly questionable position, moving into what is essentially a very difficult rotate. On the south side, in the meantime, Twisted Mind moving up towards Fairy Tale and looking like April. Oh dear. Have a couple of unwanted visitors. I mean, that frag bounced high. Not that it matters, though. Lou will take him out. Twisted Mind's up to 7 kills now, and without a loss at the moment, this is almost a perfect start to their scrims this evening. God knows how the hell these guys are going to get in. Hakatori now taking on Haiku. Absolutely love, by the way, how amazingly quickly Solo were able to third-party this when they knew that Na'Vi were pushing in. Because it looked like Na'Vi were just absolutely all over everything, and then suddenly that control was taken away. At this sort of level of PUBG, the story can change in a couple of seconds. At my level of PUBG, I see it coming 10 minutes away, and I still don't. But that's another story. FaZe Clan, remember how they were safe, but stuck between 2 hills? And the question became what their next move was going to be. They are now having that question asked of them. Foot Esports spot ribbon from a fair bit away, actually. FaZe Clan are the meat in this sandwich. They're engaging Foot as well. This is not going to be fun. Oh my god, FaZe Clan are in a bowl. They managed to take down 2 of Foot Esports. It's like shooting fish in a barrel. There's not much they can do there at all. And Legacy are up to 10 kills. We were saying how well Twisted Minds was doing earlier. And look at this. 10 kills and counting. Legacy are playing the edge sweep. We've got T-Bone and Kamatas on the other side of this ridge. They can't get away fast enough. Oh my god. How did you even... I think they just wanted to drop. He ended up getting the kill. Not expecting that. BL trying to get back so that Faison will be able to revive him. And now with the blue zone coming in, they have to insta-revive. If they don't insta-revive, they are definitely lose out. Twisted Minds coming up the side of this hill. They want to do things on the edge here. And at the moment, they are looking like they could do just that. Quizira taking a ridiculous amount of damage to the blue zone. This is phase 5 after all. Perfectix, one more frag grenade to absolutely cement their dominance in this fight. And oh my god, how much... Well, personalized red zone coming in for Legacy. Twisted Minds basically did all of their damage with frags at the end there. Thank you very much. That will be all. It's Chris playing the Evermore strategy. It will work for a little bit. He has got 8 first aid, so keep an eye out from him. He could well be very, very tricky. We've got some mortars coming in. Is that just the one? Looks like it's just the one. Hakatori finally goes down to Solo as well. And remember, Solo were the ones who third-partied that. 23 minutes into this game, south side of Chumacera with the cliffs is where this game is going to end. Metabay has found a pretty nice spot to hide from everyone, but you're not exactly being aggro there, unfortunately, are you? In fact, watch more demos. Could potentially get within spotting distance of him. No, actually, we're quite well hidden there. That's fair enough. He's going to want to stay very, very still. But, oh, well, the Tulans, on the other hand, the mountain goat himself, is going to know all about hiding in rocks. I think Watch More Demos has just been spotted as well. So Twisted Minds know where both of their nearest players are. And they otherwise have the southern 40% of the circle. There are 6 teams alive, by the way. In case you're wondering why, it's because Ascend are about to get a lot of points from It's Chris achieving his daily objective of doing 12,000 healing damage. Why? Why do casters say these things? Why do casters say these things? I tried, okay? I'm sorry. Alright. Metabay out. Knows that Twisted Minds knows that they're there. No point just staying hidden and hoping. Doesn't realize quite how far they're moving. Example. Should get an angle on him relatively soon. Never mind, he gets Watch More Demos all the way over there. Okay. Will Scooby be able... Yeah, Scooby should be able to get across. There's no other team that might third party this or similar. It's Batulans we're watching at the moment. Metabay's definitely spotted him. And the problem is, the longer they spend looking around here, that's a great longer they spend looking around here, the more they risk Haiku or no tag looking over that risk. 35 damage. Metabay has to give ground. Metabay has given ground. I think this is a frag and go territory. Here we go. If anything, that was too cooked. What's going on here? No mortar kills yet in game number 1. Observing those is quite frustrating. Metabay spots Example. That is huge. Batulin's got flashed as well in the middle of that. Example should be able to move back towards the smoke. Blue zone nade only just missing Example there. That was actually quite well placed, I have to say. Molotov getting Batulins. And Sasha now needs something. Metabay is pushing in, knows that his situation is desperate. I mean, top 5 is good, but if he can out-survive and go top 3, that's even better. He senses that no tag might be pushing in over the top, and as a result, tries to give Twisted Minds as much space as possible. But the further he moves here, the more likely he'll be able to spot Perfectix. Who wants that drop? The double drop for the Lost. Twisted Minds actually opting now to go back down the cliff somewhat. I wonder if they're going to be rotating a different way. No tag, still very patiently holding the refinery. Got Haiku on the sideways. They're a little bit sandwiched in at the moment. And Solo doing an awful lot of peppering on the other side. Solo on the team. Scooby gets the headshot, but actually is the one that goes down himself to Mogor, and that's a problem. That was a poor whiff, unfortunately, at a key time. So, it's Solo eliminated. Top 4 now. Watch More Demos, to be fair, might not have been able to win the squad fight, but I reckon he should have been able to get 1 knock out of that. Haiku, 1 player remaining. It's Mogor and nobody else. No tag. Broadly stayed out of trouble. All 4 of them are alive. They've got 4 kills. Twisted Minds. And Stardust as well. Metabay hung on for a while, to be fair, and that is Twisted Mind's 12th kill. If they manage to get the revive onto Lou, can they get the revive onto Lou? Where's Lou? Oh, come on, Example, you could do it. You should be able to get an insta-res there. I don't actually think you have to carry him. Yep, we're good. Twisted Minds back up to 4. And no tag pushing out. They're pushing out because Haiku have been eliminated. It is now a 4v4 for the win. The chicken dinner here in game number 1. No tag have the high ground advantage. No tag have this drop if they want to grab it. Wait, let's go ahead and see what's in here. It's Mark 14. Mark 14, not bad. Level 3 vest and helmet, even more important, arguably, at this stage. Batulin's an Example are back up on the edge of the cliff. They know that if they just stay down there, they will end up being sitting ducks. I think Lou needs to join them ASAP. Where's Perfectix? Oh no! Perfectix is disconnected. Man, we're having problems today, aren't we? We had a remake. We had Nixie disconnecting earlier. Oh, this is super unfortunate. It's a 4v3 then, guys. They have to keep playing. I love that O'Connell is still up here. Giving some folks a boost up. There we go. Screams able to reach the top. You love to see it. And this is going to end up being a very, very important position indeed. They are now going to be able to see Batulins hits the deck, realizing that his high ground is not high ground at all. Effective with AFK. Blue down as well. This is ridiculous. Getting up there and seeing that high ground position gave Static and Explicit the freedom to move wherever they want. It was absolutely delightful for Motag. And now they're pushing in to really screw in the knife. Screams, O'Connell, Explicit, Static, all 4 of them are alive. It is only Batulins left. He's off to their right. Screams doesn't know that just yet, but I suspect he will know very shortly. They probably don't want to jump down. It's actually across they want to go. Batulins hears this commotion. There's O'Connell. Beautiful headshot there, but he's 2 HP Frag grenade goes up. And Scrims comes down. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. No tag team with 9 kills. We'll take the victory in game number 1. Although a big shout out to an absolutely devastating Batulins and Co. Twisted Minds in 2nd place. And they have 12 kills to their name. A solid haul of points from game number 1.